Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to PDAC 2025 Commodity TV for you in Toronto, live here. Yeah, we want to talk now to GoldMining, and great company, lots of good projects and companies inside the company. And we want to talk to Alastair Still, the CEO. Hey, welcome. Good day.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me on today.
Great to see you again, Alastair. That's fantastic. You just had some very good news release. And GoldMining was, for me, always in the past a company like, I think I'm more buying like a fund.
Yeah.
Because you had so many good projects and projects inside the company, which you materialized now with US Gold Mine, Gold Royalty, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So they're all doing well. You still kept a lot of shares there. We talk about that in a minute. But what I really liked was that now things are progressing in Brazil at São Jorge.
Yeah, exactly. And that has always been our strength, is the optionality we have within this company. We've got a number of assets, actually about a dozen gold projects. 7 of those have resources. There's over 12 million gold equivalent ounces indicated, almost over 9 million inferred gold equivalent ounces. So a large portfolio. You mentioned we have this equity portfolio of shares in US Gold Mining, Gold Royalty, and Nev Gold. We have cash, so lots of optionality, lots of opportunities, and the more important thing is active on these projects, demonstrating the quality we have. And we've just had a release out this week, or this past week, on São Jorge, update of the resource, and really highlighting the exploration potential on what is growing as an emerging district scale property there.
Yeah, definitely. And Brazil is also really moving forward, which is fantastic, economic-wise, and I think also with the mining. But what I always thought about São Jorge was this is a project which can be brought into production.
Well, exactly. It's got so many important elements that make it a quality project. It's got a solid resource, 1 gram per ton in the indicated category. Most of the resource is indicated. It's near surface. There's a higher grade starter pit, over 2 million tons at 1.89 grams per ton. It's got infrastructure. It's very close to a paved highway. It's got power at site. It's got a camp there. So it can be scalable. You can start with that resource and grow it and grow the production. And on a district scale, what's maybe sometimes hard to understand how big it is, 46,000 hectares in the portfolio on that project. We just added claims this past year. We added a claim to the east, which we acquired in an auction process from the state. So we've grown this land package. And I think the quality of the district has been well exemplified by the fine work by GoldMining. They've brought their Tocantinzinho project into production.
Yeah.
It's targeting,
and it's running well, I think.
It's running extremely well, but on schedule and on budget. You rarely hear about that these days, so that's great. They're forecasting close to 200,000 ounces per year. It's essentially the same style of mineralization geologically on the same trend in the same district. So it's got a lot of positive things going for it at São Jorge.
Fantastic. So do you really think that you bring São Jorge on the production path by 2030, let's say?
Well, I think we keep following the path we're on right now to grow it and add the quality. We've got a solid resource done by SLR, a very well-known international firm based here in Toronto. We've put a lot of science into that. It's a strong resource. We've got targets. We can expand that in the near term. And remember, this is a resource that's really drilled only down to about 200 meters. Open along strike, and we see opportunities for parallel zones. So it'll lead towards a PEA study. But when the resource is moving so much in terms of the potential, do we want to put a pin in it right now, or do we want to grow it a bit first? So we've announced plans to do a larger exploration program. We'll double the activities we did in 2024.
Fantastic.
Those details will be coming out shortly.
Okay, super. What's going on in Colombia? Because I had always a bit the vision that this must be something, which can really move also in the future.
Colombia, we're still very optimistic on our projects there. We have 3 significant projects. What I like to say about our projects in Colombia, they have a lot of optionality because it's gold and copper.
Exactly. We love copper also.
We love copper, especially when it occurs with gold. It's a real motivator for countries and governments because they want the strategic value of that metal. We've seen in the US how much countries depend on metal. They want the security of that metal coming from in-country sources. The same happens in Colombia. We have good gold projects with copper, very important for the economy, very important for the stability of that country. So we're very optimistic about those projects in Colombia.
Okay, what is the plan for this year to move them forward?
Yeah, we're still identifying a couple of additional drill targets at our La Mina project. And if you recall, we did a PEA study on La Mina in 2023. And it seems by today's prices, where the day we're recording this, we're above $2,900 per ounce. The base case in our PEA study was done at $1,750 gold.
Oops, slight difference.
And that's less than 2 years. So we could do a refresh on that, show the improved economics, identify some new targets, see where we can grow the resource there as well.
Okay, super. Fantastic. Coming to your share price, I'm a shareholder too.
Yeah.
And of course, not amused, but a lot of companies are suffering. So you are not alone in the boat, I would call it.
Well, we've seen that as a common theme. I've just come from a big conference in BMO has an annual convention. We've seen that here at the start of PDAC. There's a growing disconnect as an industry between valuations and gold price. And I think no company illustrates that better than gold mining. With such a large resource portfolio, with cash and equities, there's a real gap there between our valuation and gold price.
Yeah, that's exactly what I just wanted to ask you, because to me it looks like your enterprise value is already covered through your cash and your equity portions you have, right?
Exactly. And really, what does that create? That creates a buying opportunity. No secret, people can check the public records. I've been buying the stock myself in this past year. I think when you see the valuations at the levels they are right now, it's hard to understand why we're trading at enterprise value, which means the cash and securities is about what our market cap is. We have no debt, and we have this plethora of projects with tremendous upside.
Yeah, absolutely. It makes absolutely no sense. But as you said, it's a great opportunity. So thanks for your valued time. Wish you all the best, of course. And I would say keep it going, and finally the market will react.
Yeah, we look forward to providing some updates. We've got some exciting results to come out of São Jorge as we lay out that program. Stay tuned for results from our almost 80% interest we have in U.S. gold mining, drilling in Alaska, big gold copper project there. And of course, lots of other cards in our portfolio to see where we can get some value from too.
Super. Then let's rock it, I would say. Thanks, Alastair.
Yeah, thanks, Jochen.
Thank you. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, there was Alastair Still, the CEO of GoldMining, and you heard it. The company is really, really undervalued because it's trading at enterprise value. This is really crazy, meaning the cash and the equity holdings are really covering the market cap, and that makes absolutely no sense. São Jorge is great, Colombia is great, and all their holdings are fantastic. So I think also it's a great buying opportunity. Maybe you need a little bit more time. That could happen. But as also Heiko Ile said from HC Wainwright, $3.25 US dollar is his new target. He lowered it a little bit, but still, from today's prices, this is easily 250, 300% higher in Canadian dollars. And so from that perspective, I think great opportunity. Check it out. Thanks for watching us, and bye-bye from PDAC 2025.